If you are watching this video now, it is because your guardian angels have something vital to reveal, something rooted in ancient secrets from your past. He toyed with your emotions, and finally, the consequences have caught up with him. The angels witness that you have faced unique adversities on your journey, challenges that no one else could comprehend. You have plunged deeply into sorrow, and a striking figure resurfaces from your memories, more vivid than ever. In the past, he manipulated your feelings frivolously and without consideration. Now, through divine and relentless justice, he is beginning to feel the true weight of the pain he caused you. Let me emphasize, this same person who toyed with your emotions is finally facing the harsh karmic consequences of his actions. Driven by pure selfishness, he discarded the relationship you shared, leaving you alone with pain and helplessness. He felt intimidated by your love, by the intensity and depth he couldn't understand or appreciate due to his own emotional immaturity. You illuminated his universe like 1,000 bright suns, capturing his attention at the break of day and remaining in his thoughts until the last moment before sleep. Indeed, who could blame him for being enchanted? You are an exceptional person, possessing a generous and pure heart. Perhaps you do not see yourself as perfect, but in his eyes, you were the embodiment of perfection. Your selflessness and natural kindness provoked in him a sense of discomfort, an unease he could not disguise. He felt inadequate, constantly questioning if he was worthy of someone as extraordinary as you. These feelings of guilt and insecurity eventually corroded the bond you shared, leading to the inevitable separation. Despite the excuses he may offer now, they are not enough to make up for the suffering his actions caused you. Currently, he finds himself deeply immersed in reflections about what he did. Loneliness has become his constant companion, a mirror that incessantly reflects the memories of the actions he took. As he ponders over each decision and every moment he caused you sadness, he feels deep regret. There is no way to go back in time and change the past, but he is sincerely committed to shaping a different future, a future where he can somehow make amends for the mistakes made. Surrounded by the stillness of his solitude, he wrestles with the ghosts of his past actions. He now realizes, perhaps more clearly than ever, how each selfish choice reverberated, creating waves of painful consequences not only for him but primarily for you. These waves of regret now overwhelm him, each one vividly evoking the pain he caused with his own hands. He recognizes that he foolishly toyed with your emotions, took advantage of your kindness without considering the repercussions, and disregarded the depth of your loyalty. His behavior was driven by unchecked selfishness, where only his own needs and desires seemed to matter. Now, he faces the harsh reality of these choices, the karmic consequences that are not only inevitable but profoundly just. In the solitude of his days and nights, he is haunted by thoughts of what could have been if he had acted differently. He suffers the consequences of his actions, becoming increasingly aware of the weight of his past decisions. Now, this person who once acted with shocking levity regarding your emotions finds himself at a crossroads of deep reflection and a desire for redemption. He ardently seeks your forgiveness, confronted by an incessant torrent of what-ifs that torment his mind day and night. What if he had not manipulated your sincere emotions for his own benefit? What if he had truly valued your support and the unconditional love you offered? These questions haunt him without respite, for he now realizes how deeply his selfish choices veered him off the path of true respect and affection. The weight of these regrets has become unbearable for him. Each memory of how he carelessly played with your feelings now stands as a reminder of his failings, and he is inundated by an overwhelming sense of remorse. This remorse is not light. It is a burden that presses heavily upon him, compelling him to seek some form of absolution, some means of alleviating the pain he caused and the guilt he now carries. He is eager to apologize, to express in a sincere and open manner the remorse he feels for all the past actions that brought sadness into your life. More than ever, he wants you to understand that he is also suffering, that the consequences of his actions have reached him in ways he never imagined possible. He is learning, in a painful way, that his actions have repercussions, not only for others but also for himself. He wants you to know that his pain is real and that his need for forgiveness is a sincere plea for a chance to start anew, with more wisdom and a renewed appreciation for what truly matters. This moment is not about escaping the consequences of his actions. It is a journey of confrontation and redemption. He is beginning to fully comprehend the devastating impact of his choices, the depth of the pain he caused you, and with this understanding, his desire for forgiveness intensifies with each passing day. He mentally reviews every instance when he set your love aside, every decision he made not only to ignore, but to actively diminish the value of your presence in his life, attempting to tarnish your reputation with reckless actions and careless words. He recalls how he played with your heart, treating your deepest and most sincere feelings as mere objects of entertainment, like toys that could be discarded at will. He now realizes, more than ever, how frivolous these actions were and how they revealed a severe flaw in his character and his ability to value and respect true love. Now, karma, that impartial and inevitable force, has caught up with him in all its intensity. The actions he chose in the past have now confined him to a dark corner of deep regret, persistent remorse, and a solitude that is almost palpable. Surrounded by these walls of isolation, he finds himself with no choice but to face the consequences of his actions. During these long periods of introspection, he recognizes the irrevocability of his past decisions. He knows, with a sorrow that weighs on his soul, that there is no way to turn back time to correct the mistakes made. However, despite the impossibility of altering the past, he harbors a fervent hope of influencing the future. He envisions a tomorrow where, through acts of genuine contrition and significant changes in his behavior, he might somehow redeem himself. He longs for an opportunity to offer sincere apologies, to express the deep remorse he now understands and feels for the harm he caused, and to show that he has learned from the harsh lessons life has imposed on him. In this future he ardently wishes to build, he sees himself facing you, not with empty words, but with gestures of authentic regret and tangible behavioral changes. He dreams of a moment when, with humility and honesty, he can ask for your forgiveness, demonstrating through his actions that he has truly transformed. In this ideal scenario, he envisions you, perhaps cautiously, beginning to recognize the changes in him, considering whether the depth of his transformation merits a second chance. This dream of redemption is what now drives him to move forward. He fervently longs for a future where he can clearly demonstrate that he has learned and grown from the mistakes made in the past, a future where he proves himself worthy of your friendship and trust. In this vision of days to come, he sees himself carefully rebuilding the bridges he once burned, not just rebuilding but strengthening them with the integrity and sincerity he now intends to employ in all his interactions. He dreams of being able to repair the damage caused, replacing the sadness he spread with a renewed commitment to being kind and respectful in all aspects of his life. In this new phase, he imagines offering genuine gestures of kindness and respectful actions, striving not only to make up for past pain, but to create new moments of happiness and contentment. However, he fully acknowledges that the power to change the course of this story lies in your hands. The guardian angels, by revealing this vision, do not intend to pressure you to forgive hastily or suggest that you harbor old resentments. Instead, they offer this perspective as an invitation for you to reflect deeply on what you have seen and felt and to decide whether the remorse he demonstrates is genuine and if he truly deserves your forgiveness. Always remember that you hold the control over this situation. The decision to forgive, if you choose to do so, should come from a place of peace and certainty in your heart and should not in any way disturb the tranquility you have managed to establish in your life. If he comes to ask for your forgiveness, it is crucial that such a request is considered within the context of your needs and your emotional stability. The choice to forgive or not is entirely yours and should be made based on your assessment of your own readiness to leave the past behind and the sincerity of the changes he has shown. This is a moment to listen not only to his words, but also to the whispers of your own soul, discerning what is truly best for you. Since he left, you have embarked on a transformative journey, meticulously building a life filled with happiness and personal fulfillment. Along this path, You have cultivated a serenity and satisfaction that are entirely your own, independent of the vicissitudes of the past or the uncertainties of the future. Your achievements and the emotional balance you have achieved have become solid pillars in your existence, strengthening you against any turbulence that may arise. His actions, whether past or future, no longer have the power to disturb the peace you have so diligently achieved. This emotional stability is the result of your own choices and the hard work you have dedicated to your personal growth. You have emerged from this experience not only intact but stronger, more resilient, and wiser. The person you were when he left no longer exists. This previous version of yourself has been transformed through the experiences lived and the lessons learned. Now, you are someone who deeply understands your own worth and who recognizes the importance of surrounding yourself with positivity and self-love. You have rediscovered the joy in your autonomy and learned to appreciate both small accomplishments and great triumphs alike. This new version of you is firmly anchored in a reality where self-confidence and inner peace are unshakable. You have built an emotional fortress that protects your tranquility from negative external influences. The ability to maintain this tranquility, regardless of his actions, is a testament to your growth and your inner strength. Over time and through experiences, you have transformed radically. Now, you are a stronger, more resilient, and undeniably wiser person. Adversity has not only taught but has sculpted within you a deep self-love and respect for yourself that are unshakable. You have learned to value your worth and to seek happiness on your own terms, grounding each decision in what brings peace and contentment to your life. Moreover, you have cultivated an environment around you filled with positivity and kindness. You have chosen to surround yourself with people who truly value you for who you are, people who recognize your essence and celebrate your achievements. This support network is a reflection not only of who you have become but also of what you project to the world, a positive and uplifting energy. In this context, if he decides to try to return to your life, it is crucial to remember that this brings no obligation on your part to change or adapt the life you have built. Your existence, rich in self-acceptance and independence, should not be disturbed, regardless of his past actions or the apologies he may now offer. He does not have the power to destabilize the peace you have established unless you grant him that power. Should you choose to allow him to return in some form to your life, that choice should be made on your terms and only if it positively contributes to your well-being. You have every right to accept his apologies, forgive him, or even decide to rebuild some type of relationship with him, but only if it truly resonates with what you desire for your future. The decision is entirely yours and should solely serve your well-being, peace, and happiness. No matter what happens, it is essential that you maintain clarity about one fundamental truth. You are the sole holder of power over your life and your future. This strength does not lie in the hands of another person, but firmly in yours. His sincerity of regret, his desire to redeem himself, and his hope for your forgiveness should all be considered, but never at the expense of your own well-being and tranquility. You are well protected, not just by your own decisions and the strength you manifest, but also by the universe that surrounds you. You are surrounded by a community of people who love you sincerely and who deeply respect who you are. These people, forming your support circle, reinforce your strength and your ability to overcome adversity every day. You are powerful, capable, and deserving of the best that life has to offer. Your journey is filled with infinite possibilities, and new beginnings are always within your reach. You have the strength necessary to make decisions that maximize your well-being and promote your happiness. Your future is like a blank canvas, ready to be painted with the colors of your choices, choices that you, and only you, have the right to make. So, when facing any future decisions, including the possibility of him returning to your life, remember that you have full autonomy to decide what is best for you. Do not let yourself be influenced by external pressures or feelings of obligation towards someone who may have caused pain in the past. Your commitment should be, first and foremost, to your own serenity and happiness. Therefore, take a deep breath and feel the strength that emanates from your own being. You are equipped with everything you need to navigate the complexities of life. Trust in your intuition and judgment. Know that, regardless of what happens next, you are in control and will make the best decision for yourself. With this awareness, move forward with confidence and determination, ready to face whatever comes, certain that any choice made will be the right one for your life. This is the true essence of the power and independence you carry within you. I would like to conclude with a prayer for you. Lord, may your divine guidance continue to illuminate the path of this new phase of the life of the person who prays. Grant her wisdom and clarity to make decisions that bring peace, joy, and fulfillment to her heart. Protect her from negative influences that may cloud her judgment and divert her path. Constantly guide her toward opportunities that foster her growth and success, allowing her to thrive in every aspect of her life. May her heart always be open to receiving and giving love, healing past wounds, and accepting herself as a being worthy of happiness and love. May she find strength in your presence and confidence in your guidance. May every step she takes be accompanied by your light, transforming every challenge into an opportunity to grow and every sorrow into a possibility to find true joy. Lord, may this prayer serve as a protective shield against anything that might hinder her path to personal and spiritual fulfillment. Help her to recognize the blessings that surround her and to value the small victories of everyday life. May she feel safe under your watchful eye and guided by your eternal wisdom. May the peace that surpasses all understanding guard her heart and mind through Christ, our Lord. Amen. If this message made you reflect, inspired you to understand that God is your best friend, your Father, and the one who truly cares about you, then with this feeling of gratitude, I ask you to share this video and this channel with as many people as possible, so it reaches everyone who needs a word of encouragement and motivation to move forward. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, to always receive blessed messages. Type 555 if you commit to doing this good deed. Stay with God until the next moment of prayer and faith.